Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope everybody's doing good out in the garage today. It is towards the end of January. We have about a month to go before we get back into the riding season, hopefully. Today, I just got a package in the mail, literally like 45 minutes ago, an hour ago, from Ciro 3D. And 2 days ago, I got an email notification from Ciro about the offset perch mount that they just came out with. I was interested in this because the mount that I have now has my cell phone holder pretty close to the controls, and I had to rotate the ball mount out in order to get the phone away from the controls and just so they're not in the way. So this is supposed to add an offset to that ball mount of 2 inches, and well, you knew it was coming. Who couldn't use an extra 2 inches, right? So as soon as I saw this, I went on and ordered one of them. Now I have 2 perch mounts on the bike. I'm gonna show you the setup I have here in a minute. I'm gonna put this bad boy together. Here it is in the package. I'm gonna put this bad boy together and see what kind of difference it makes. Hold it up to the other mounts so you'll be able to see. The reason I'm doing this video is because I went to the website and it really didn't show very good pictures of the accessories on this mount compared to the other mount. So I'm gonna show you the accessories I have, how I have my bike set up. I'm gonna hold this, show you how you can mount this, all kinds of different ways. I'll show you those, and then I'll get it mounted on the bike the way I wanna do it, and we'll see the difference between the way I have it now and the way when I get it set up with the offset perch mount. So give me a minute, let me get this thing put together, and then we'll get on the bike and I will show you the difference. All right, guys, I'm back. So let me show you my setup here real quick. So I have my phone here, and in order to get this away from my controls, I had to rotate the ball mount outwards a little bit and mount this. So you can see from my point of view here that my phone is actually camming. It's not looking straight at me or pointing straight at me. So that's what I'm trying to fix with this offset perch mount. And then on this side over here, I have just the regular perch mount, and I was able to turn the ball facing that way for my drink holder. So I have my drink holder here so that when I'm going down the road, if I need to take a drink, I can use my non-throttle hand to do that. And then over here, I have my phone mounted so I can use Google Maps because, well, the Harley Boom GPS just kind of sucks. So that's why I use Google Maps on my phone, but like I said, I like to have it facing me a little bit more, and then still have room for my controls here. And you can see, I mean, there's a little bit of space there. Enough I'm comfortable with, but if I can scoot it over 2 inches, I think that would be perfect. So let's get the new mount, and I'm gonna show you how it can be mounted. All right, guys, I'm gonna hold this against that white garage door there. So you can see the way this thing is designed. It is designed to be mounted. You can mount this thing right side up. You can mount it upside down. You can mount it on the left controller or the right controller. You can mount it any way you want to. Plus this ball mount right here rotates at 360. So you can pretty much get any configuration you want to out of this. So let's try to compare it to the ones I have now, which is the way I got the new one set up to replace this guy right here. So you can see the difference there. If I put this directly over it, you can see the difference that it moves it over compared to the old one, which is exactly what I'm looking for, to give me a little bit more room away from those controls. But you can mount it this way. You can also mount it this way. If you want your stuff on top, you would just rotate that ball mount around. I can mount it on this side the way that I have it set up now if I wanted to, and just rotate that ball mount around, give me a little bit more room, scoots it a little bit over towards the center of the handlebars there. So that's your options. The way it's set up right here, it would go this way, but that's I think it's a little bit too tall for what I would like. So I'm gonna keep this one the way it is, mounted that way for my drink holder, and I'm gonna change out this one. As you can see, we got the new offset perch mount mounted, and you can tell it's definitely moved over to the left here on this one. You can see that I got the regular cell phone mount on here. I'm gonna put my phone in here in a second, but it has definitely cleared it away from these controls here. You can see how it's totally moved them over out of the way of the controls, which was exactly what I was looking for. And it's also enabled me to get this facing more towards me instead of pointing, instead of it being Canon, pointing it to the side. So it has definitely appeared so far that this has done exactly what I was looking for. Let me get that phone and get it in here, and I'll show you that one. So as me sitting on the bike, you can tell it's right here. Here's my controls. I mean, this thing has been moved completely away from these controls. I have full access to everything. There's nothing blocking me whatsoever. The phone is in this mount. Yeah, this was a good purchase. Now, this didn't take probably 3 or 4 minutes to switch this out. Obviously, you just take the other one off, 2 screws, put this one on, don't forget your spacers. Now, the way I do it is I do 1 screw at a time and put the new one in, so it doesn't, I don't have to adjust my mirrors and stuff back, my levers. So that way you do 1 at a time, it'll keep everything in place, but that's totally up to you. If you just want to pull them both out and put 2 of them back in, or if you just want to do them 1 at a time. Either way, that's just the way I did mine. So let me get the other accessories and I'll show you those. Here's the mount with the cup holder here. Obviously, it moved it away. This is not in the way of any of my gauges or anything like that. And I'll be honest with you, it's moved it away so far from the controls, I might end up getting another one for the other side there, just to make some more room. But that's the cup holder. I'll put on the Cybercharger next. All right, guys, here's the Cybercharger on this one. Now, if I was using the Cybercharger on this, I would flip this around the other way because the power cord would need to come up your handlebars. So to make it more concealed, I would definitely mount the other way. But just so you can see how much it's moved over, that's all the purpose of this video is. So a couple of last things I want to wrap up this video here. It's kind of went longer than I actually anticipated, but you still have room for adjustments. You can still rotate this. You just undo this screw back here, and you can rotate this up and down to the angle you want. There's still plenty of room or flexibility to be able to change positions of what you saw mounted on my bike here. But this is really nice. Glad I went with this now that I have it on the bike and I'm able to see it. I'm gonna torque these screws down and call it a day. Now, Ciro 3D has no idea I'm making this video. I bought this piece myself. It's $33 on Ciro 3D. It also was $11 for shipping. So right around, with tax and stuff, right at almost $50. So, but it makes a world of difference moving it over that 2 inches. I'm really glad I went with it, and hope this helps you guys decide if you need to get one or not, to move it away from those controls. But it definitely opens up those controls for sure. One last thing, don't forget to cover up your tank with some kind of protectant when you're switching these out. If you drop that screw out of there when you're switching them out, you're gonna get a little ding on your tank there, a little chip or something. So make sure you cover up your tank or any painted product or any painted items, interfering tank, what have you. Just make sure you cover it up before you switch these guys out. See you guys. Thanks.